What's up, this is Josh. I'm going to teach you how you can level up, hit your goals, and not burn all your energy all at the same time. This video is particularly for people who tend to give too much and feel like they don't get anything back in return. These are for people who also are paralyzed by fear and or analysis paralysis. If you feel like you always want to do stuff and you're always afraid to do stuff because you're afraid of failure, if you're afraid of failure, this is definitely the video for you. This is also for people who are impatient and just they want to be amazing at something right now. Okay, so the way to do this is, what you gotta understand is it's a long-term, mid-term goal. You're not going to get this in the short term. It's not going to happen right now. It's not going to happen immediately. If, let's say it's an acrobatic move, you're not going to get it on the first try. Oh, it's people that are like, oh, that's obvious. Well, guess what? To people who are working on getting acrobatic moves, that's not obvious to them. Usually when the goal is in front of you, you forget how to get to it. When you're looking at somebody else, you're like, oh, dude, I got some tips for you. So if you can remember those tips, these principles that I'm giving you, it can reapply to your specific goal. And just remember that, yeah, you already have the answers for other people, but I'm giving you the same answers for you. It's not going to happen immediately, so stop going for short-term gains, short-term sprints. Step by step, we get ahead, not necessarily in fast spurts. Fast spurts can be successful, but we cannot rely on fast spurts. They happen. You rely on step by step. You get what I'm saying? Therefore, how to make sure your energy is not depleted, right? This connects to levels. So you got to understand that in the fact that it's step by step, right? Let's say, your step is, 20, 30 steps high to the next level, okay? You got to think of each step as a level, right? You keep looking at the 20 step distance and saying, like, that's the next level. No, the next level is the next step. So you got to allow yourself to break it down and accept the small levels of progressions that you get at each step, which is actually a new level because you're moving up and you haven't been there before, right? And when it comes to setbacks, we're not even talking about setbacks. Don't even put that in your mindset, because once you've experienced something, that's a step forward. And that's a very abstract concept, but we're not going to get too deep into that. Hopefully you just accept what I'm saying. Let's move forward to the next step, which is understanding that you have to work with the next level and become comfortable with that next level. So whatever that, if you jump 2 steps, if you end up jumping 3 steps, but if you get to that first next step, all that applies. It's new. Get comfortable. So that way, as you're moving forward into new experiences, you have a reserve that's replenished. See, the thing is, if you're moving to the next level and then you move to the next level and you move to the next level, each new level is pulling from your reserve of energy. Let's say you have, this much in the tank and you use that much. So, we'll come down a little bit and you got to the next level. But you didn't get comfortable to get your tank back up. You just went to the next level, and you went to the next level, and you went to the next level. So now you're 3 levels up, but your energy is depleted, and now you feel discouraged and or tired, and you might regress a step or so, right? And then you get discouraged, and then you might give up, and you might stay where you're at. You might stay at that level. Here's this strategy of replenishing your energy and getting comfortable at that level is very important, because you get more motivated. That thing becomes easy. That new level, that new experience becomes mundane, boring. You've done it. It's nothing to you now, right? But here's what you probably don't realize is that it's now amazing to people that are steps behind you. It's a perspective thing at that point. And that's a mind game. So I'm giving you the mind game. So that's not for you to worry about necessarily, other people's perspectives on you. But just so if you are worried, just so you're aware, that's what's happening when you become normalized at that new level. So then you repeat the process, right? So I just gave you the whole game. Over time, right, as you go to the next level, get used to it, become normalized, you go to another level. And as you progress over time, somehow magically you're just rising in levels. You don't even Sometimes you don't even realize it's happening because it becomes so easy because of the strategy you're implementing. So just understand that this strategy also, I think, goes against the idea of like hustle, grind. You got to give all you've got. No, you don't. All the time. Sometimes you end up giving all you got. Sometimes I ain't gonna lie, even me, everybody, you might dwindle yourself a little bit on a sprint. Like I said, the sprints happen, the spurts happen, right? You're gonna get depleted from time to time. But if you're always relying on these sprints and these spurts, you're always gonna be like this. You're running on E. Think about having a car. I'm gonna give you an analogy. I wasn't gonna give analogies, but I'm gonna give an analogy now that I said all of that other stuff, which is if you always running your car this close to E, ain't you gonna be a little stressed out all the time, even though you replenish every time. If you replenish a little bit, replenish a little bit, but if you keep driving and that thing stay like this, at some point you might just slip in terms of awareness of what's going on. And that shit might just go that thing might just go to E. And then what happens then? I don't know. I don't want to know, right? That's not even the point of the discussion. The point is to not even get there. The point is to stay here. If we're talking about the gas tank, the point is to stay, might be here, somewhere that's not in the red. You know what I'm saying? And that goes with your money. That goes with your health and wellness. That goes with, when I say wellness, that goes with your physical abilities, your strength, right? Your fatigue. You don't want to be. People do so much in a society. We do so much to burn ourselves out for what? And I mean, we do so much to burn ourselves out. Remember my words. I'm being very particular. We do a lot to burn ourselves out. And we're always focused on burning ourselves out. But we're having a human experience, right? And if our entire human experience, all the years that we have, is based on burning out, what type of life is that? You trying to live in hell? You know what I'm saying? So let that sink in. That's my tips for understanding how to level up without burning out. This is Josio. Follow me if you like to. I do art. Buy my art. I got an art shop. I make videos. Watch the videos. Hopefully this helps somebody out there in the world or on the interwebs. Peace. Power.
All right, let's get into it. To the man, once again, shout out to Madlib. It was his birthday yesterday. Stay inspiring us.